I'm Lance Steele. I'm on the Rock Creek race team. Live here locally. I'm in Ringo, Georgia. I ran the 3-day mountain stage race that we have here in Chattanooga. You know, any long distance ultra is one day. This race here is 60 miles in 3 days, you know, back to back to back. It's a whole different ballgame because it's kind of hard to come out and just wing a 3-day stage race. Day one is Raccoon Mountain. It's the shortest, it's 18 miles. Hard packed course, a lot of rolling hills. The biggest thing at Raccoon is just kind of figuring out a pace and, you know, try not to kill yourself at first. That's what makes it fun, man. You get to get out there with your friends and see them 3 days in a row, and you kind of kidding around as you go and really just suffering together out there.
I hit a rock or a stump and I fell and I hit my knees.
Very challenging. The hills are ridiculous.
Got scraped up just about everywhere.
It was fast, completely runnable. It was a great trail.
A little more challenging, you know. I had to kind of tell myself that it's okay to walk today.
I should have known. Mountains.
Second day is Lula Lake on Lookout Mountain. Significantly more technical, longer, steeper, rockier. You've got long sections of Jeep roads at the very first of the race. You've got a section where you have to use a rope to climb up the side of the mountain, and that's right off the start, like after a mile, so you really get you cranked up. You have to ascend probably a mile and a half or so, separates all the runners out and kind of sets the pecking order. I remember crossing the creek and I was just thinking, oh man, I'm so glad this race is over because I might start dragging my feet. But you know, you're probably at that point less than a half a mile to the end of the race.
I am pretty tired and legs are sore, and just hope the other girls feel the same way because tomorrow's going to be hard, and there's, from what I can tell, at least 10 to a dozen super strong girls, which is pretty fun to have that because you usually don't get that with women's racing. The signal day is probably the toughest. Of course, it's the third day, so you're going to be a little bit more tired. Kind of sizing everybody up to see how tired they are, and really at this point, it's just like, you know, get out here and get running, and it's very technical, single track. There's no way to pass anybody. If you fall, it's going to be nasty. You finish up on some pretty mean climbs at the end, so it sets your legs on fire and you're hurting. I've done this race, this was my 4th year. I remember the first time I did this race, I think I got 5th overall. And it was really a hometown, grassroots, you know, a lot of local folks getting together, and there may have been, you know, maybe 60-something folks at that race, and I think maybe 240-something that signed up this time. So these are big-time runners that are coming out to do these races that can run them. Not a lot of folks can run 3 days in a row like that. I think in the years to come, it's going to be harder and harder and harder to stay in that top 10 or the top 20 at these races like this. But we just keep pulling in better competition, and that's good for everybody. It's good for the series, you know. That's what's making it one of the best race series in the country now.